My name is Simon Sparrow and I'm subject leader for Sociology. The first half term is an induction, so mainly because the subject is something that students won't have done before necessarily unless they've come from somewhere else. They need an opportunity to be able to get to know what's going on with the ideas, and after half term during year 12 they'll be studying education and they'll also be studying families and households. And then in the second year they'll be studying crime and deviance and they'll be studying media. There's also a section on theory and a section on methods as well. Quite outside of the examination that they may have passed or been involved in, I feel that out of any other subject, my experience and the students' experience is that it gives them a much greater understanding of the world around them, makes them less susceptible to being conned in all manners of society. So it gives you a real understanding of what it is to be a human being and how to best get on through life. Because sociology is somewhere between an arts subject and a science subject, it fits quite well with other subjects. So typical things that might go well with sociology could be English, it might be psychology, it could be politics, geography, philosophy. There are a lot of crossovers between different areas. I think universities do like it because it gives them an awareness not only of politics but also economics, philosophy. There are a good deal of different elements within the subject. In terms specifically of what it may lead on to in terms of university, I've had students who've taken a particular area of sociology, for example, crime, and gone on to do criminology. But it goes very well with subjects where you might have a combination of, say, sociology with something else. So there are a vast choice of subjects at university, and students may well find they may want to take something very specific in terms of an element of sociology, they may want to do a general sociology course, or they may find that there's a subject that crosses over with sociology. So in that sense I think it's quite adaptable, but it does give you that's a good way of putting it, it gives you a good platform of understanding that will work well with other subjects. So for example, if you were to do English literature, an understanding of sociology would mean you would have a Marxist or a feminist ability to be able to critique a piece of work. The results for sociology have been consistently very, very good. In terms of we use something called the ALPS scale, which is looking at where the students have performed compared with what the expectation might be and looking at it against national grades. And sociology consistently has been around about the ALPS 3 to 4 and has been as high as a 2 before now. So that if they're 1 to 3, that means consistently they're hitting the top 25%. So we get very good results.
I really enjoy sociology, not only because the teachers are just so invested in the subject, and also your learning, but it actually reflects a lot on how we are as a society. So since being in sociology, I've been able to look at situations and be like, oh, well, that was because of this person. That idea was obviously brought up because of this situation. And being in some of the situations themselves is actually quite amazing, because you'll be sitting in a conversation and it will suddenly pop up out of nowhere and you can suddenly connect it, which I think is very interesting. And obviously with the times at the moment, I think learning about our society, old and modern, I think it's good to learn, and I think sociology is very good at teaching us through some hardships, because we study families, crime and deviance, media, education, and obviously being in education myself, I've very easily been able to sit in class and be like, oh, well, that's because of that. And the links that you make is actually very interesting.